Bears fans, YouTube, welcome back to another episode of Bears Fans Talk, specifically NFC North Update Podcast. As it is continuing to look like this is the division to beat, we figured we'd take a little extra time to kind of go over the games this week, and there were some good ones. We talked in a video earlier this week about, ad nauseum what happened with the Bears versus the Raiders. I think that we can both agree that the Bears still at the bottom of this totem pole. I'll let you rearrange your hats whenever you're ready. Mm-hmm. They're number 4. I think technically, are they technically in the standings still number 4?
They are.
Yes, because the Packers came away with a tie. The Lions won. The Vikings lost, but they have the tiebreaker over the Bears. But I think that we can agree collectively as adults, regardless of where your allegiances lie, that the arrow is trending upwards for the Chicago Bears.
That is correct. So obviously, I think we can all agree the Lions are the best team in the division without question. The Packers.
But we're doing objective ratings. This is the standings, correct?
This is the standings.
But I think right now the standings reflect reality.
I don't know. I'm not sure, John.
What are you not sure about?
The Vikings. I don't know.
You don't think that they're better than the Bears?
I think the Bears should have beat the Vikings.
The Bears should have beat the Bears should have beat the Vikings.
That's all I'm going to say. They should have beat them week 1. And Carson Wentz, say what you want, I still don't think he's him. And when J.J. McCarthy comes back, I don't think it's going to be that much of an upgrade.
So the Vikings beat the Bears, and who else? They lost to... You want to pull that up for me?
I got it. Yeah, I'm ready.
So they lost to Pittsburgh this week, and that was the Dublin game.
Yep.
I was surprised by how many fans. Apparently, 75,000 showed up. It was a fun. I like the international games. I think it's fun to kind of wake up and have some football.
They lost to the Falcons.
They lost to the Falcons. What was the score of that game?
22-6.
Who did they beat? 22-6.
22-6. They got rolled.
No, who did they beat?
They beat the Bears and they beat the Bengals. So not that impressive. They stomped the Bengals 48-10.
God, what happened? What happened in that game, man? On Monday night to start the year, like it's so disappointing. But
J.J. McCarthy went.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if we were 3-1 right now?
We should be 3-1.
Could you imagine?
We should be 3-1.
There's no such thing as should be 3-1. We're 2-2. I guess you could make the case. Do the Bears have more quality wins than?
It doesn't really count. I can't really. I mean. You can't really tell quality wins yet at 4 games into the season. You
make me make the decision right now. I'm still putting the Vikings hat above the Bears hat until proven otherwise.
You still putting the Packers there?
Yeah. We said last week, who do we think the best team in the division is? I said Packers. You said Lions, and this week kind of further exemplified that. But anyway, so Vikings played.
Did 1, 2, 3.
Vikings played the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Steelers got out in front very early. The Vikings were trying to claw back the entire game. Wentz looked shaky. I think he had a couple of turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
Was able to keep them in it. I think he had 350 yards passing. But looking at the numbers, you would think it was a decent game. The eye test of when I was watching, my prediction of Wentz taking J.J. McCarthy's job for the rest of the year, I think is in jeopardy. I don't think he looked fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And against a Steelers team that I honestly don't think is all that good. Aaron Rodgers didn't do anything special.
I saw. So first of all, I missed the London game or the Ireland game because my wife ran a half marathon. Shout out Bosch, great job, girl.
Bosch.
Very proud of you. But I did see the one play on the tush push when Rodgers just stood. In the back. Yeah, it went like this, and I was like, "What an Aaron Rodgers thing to do!"
Remember I think we were talking about what the definition of aura farming is.
Yeah,
that's aura farming. It's just like he knew what he was doing. He's just being like,
yeah, he loves that.
Yeah.
I've seen some old highlights recently of Aaron Rodgers and I forgot about his discount double check.
Discount double check.
I mean, dude,
honestly, at that time, that was like pre-Aaron Rodgers becoming insufferable. I actually didn't mind those commercials or that thing.
Yeah, it was
because Aaron Rodgers backed it up.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers was really, really good.
I was gonna say it was pretty swaggy.
Yeah.
It was like he was like, and he had the moves. So, just saying, it was you forget how good he was and how swaggy he was there for a minute back before then. But nevertheless, I also heard about the Jalen Warren thing that he got ruled out hours before the game. But it was an 8:30 start, 9:30 on East Coast, but 6:30 West Coast time, and something like 67% of managers had him in the starting lineup, which stunk.
That's a bad beat.
That's a real bad beat.
The Vikings just kind of strike me as a team that don't have a clear identity offensively, and I think they're okay defensively.
Well, they lost Aaron Jones, right? So Jordan Mason is now the lead for him.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what JJ. Like the other
Justin Jefferson didn't have a huge game, but Jordan Addison is back.
He's back.
He had a big 84-yard catch to kind of put them in it, set them up with
Good.
2 minutes to go.
Good.
So we'll see. I mean, I wonder where they're at with JJ McCarthy. They were saying they were projecting 2 to 4 weeks. It's been 2 weeks now. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
They keep pushing back his timeline.
Really?
Yes, I heard it's pushed back again.
That's so strange. It's a high ankle sprain. That's so strange.
I
think it really feels to me that like they're trying to feel out this situation. Like, hey, we'll wait till you're 100%. Give us as much time as possible to see if Carson Wentz can elevate the offense a little bit.
Absolutely. And the whole concept of him sitting, what you said on the last podcast regarding Jackson Dart, nothing wrong with sitting and learning. That's all I'm going to say.
I know, I agree. I mean, Carson Wentz has been around the block. Like, I mean, and he's played at a pretty high level. Carson Wentz has been very inconsistent.
Have you played the Immaculate Grid game before?
No.
It's like where you'll have two teams.
Yeah.
Can you name how many teams Carson Wentz has played for?
Carson Wentz has played for the Eagles.
Yep.
He's played for the Colts.
Yep.
He's played for the Vikings. The Vikings, obviously.
Yep. There's one other team.
Commanders?
Yes.
Is that it? Only 4?
I think. There's only 4 I can think of.
I think I saw a graphic that Sam Darnold has played for 5 teams, and he's only like 28 years old, which is nuts.
So he's played for the Jets, Carolina, the Vikings. Now he's on Seattle.
There's somebody else. I can't remember who it is.
I'm not 100% sure. Wow, Carson Wentz is 32 years old now.
Me and my brother had the same conversation, like, because he tried to compare him to Sam Darnold, and I'm like, Sam Darnold is 28, Carson Wentz is 32.
I forgot he played for the Rams too. Carson Wentz.
And
he backed up KC. He backed up. I forgot.
So he's played for 6 teams.
Yeah, there were a ton of people putting money on Carson Wentz for Super Bowl MVP.
I do remember that. Yeah.
There was same thing with 2 years ago on Sam Darnold too.
Yeah.
It's like you put money on the backup quarterback to come in and play, just in case they get hurt, which would be insane. I know, right?
All right. So that was the Vikings game.
Sure. What do you want to talk about? I'm gonna just see. Sam Darnold, I just want to see really quick. Third overall pick. He played for the Jets, Panthers, Niners, Vikings. Yeah, he did go for the Niners for a year. Okay, we're going to talk about really quick about the Detroit Lions game. So they beat the Browns 34-10. Didn't see a ton of the game, but what I will say is anytime you beat a team by double digits in the NFL, that's a beatdown.
Yeah.
In addition, the other thing that I want to talk about is that this is the same Browns team
who took it to the Packers and almost beat them. Yeah.
No, who did beat the Packers. The Browns
did beat the Packers. That was the whale
the third
screaming. I totally forgot.
Okay. That is all you need to know about that game. The Browns are not that good of a football team at all.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, Joe Flacco, what he is doing at his age, absolutely love it. I have so much respect.
He's got to just shave his neck, man. Like, he's just got to do it.
I have so much respect for Joe Flacco and what he is doing at his age.
Make that money, Joe.
I mean, not even make the money, dude, but like he's out there slinging the rock. Like he's almost 40 now. Yeah. Like good for him. He's got all these kids at home.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a lot more of him play against the Packers, and like he looks competent. Like there's just not a lot of weapons on that team offensively.
Not only that, but like at this level of football, like he's been around the block. Like you said, the game's relatively like I say this loosely, slow for him because he probably knows he knows all the tricks in the book. He's seen it all. He's a journeyman.
And then just to compare, so basically when we were sitting here last week talking about the Packers' loss to the Browns, I was almost in the Packers' corner just being like, hey, the Browns are bad. They have a bad offense. They got an old quarterback, but they've got a great defense with who I think is the best defensive player in the league in Myles Garrett, and did not matter against the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this game was at home for the Lions.
Yeah.
So they both showed them. It's crazy. The Lions are still it. They're still squarely after this week at the top of the NFC North.
The thing I didn't know, though, I did have Monty on one of my fantasy teams. He only scored 1.2 fantasy points.
It's a bummer for you, man.
He wasn't hurt. I still won. Doesn't matter. I do know Jared Goff did hit Amon-Ra St. Brown for 2 touchdown passes, too. I mean, the team is just – I mean, the Lions have not fallen off are now without, I think, the front runners for the NFC to come out of the NFC.
The thing is, the Lions are great.
Eagles.
They're great in the trenches.
Yeah.
And they've got Amon-Ra, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Jared Goff, who I've been waiting for the clock to strike midnight for 2 years, and he's still making the plays.
Yeah.
So that's the Lions. There's really all to say about it. But the game that we should probably spend the most time talking about was this wild-ass game, 40-40 tie.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons' return to Dallas.
Can we just
start?
How do we still have ties in the NFL? Like, just taking a step back. Like, this is America's game. This is like grown men just literally throwing their bodies on the line. And we're gonna after 60 minutes and another 10-minute overtime game. 10 minutes for overtime?
Yeah.
So 70 minutes of playing football. You're just gonna be like, okay, boys, tie.
What do you think they should do?
Dude, I mean, the obvious answer is the college playoff rule. That's like the obvious.
No, I think the obvious answer is just don't time the overtime.
I mean, I was okay.
Play until you get a stop with the lead.
Okay.
If you get the ball back with the lead, then the game's over.
Well, everyone wants the college overtime rules, which would be amazing. Can you imagine they put the ball at like the 40, 50-yard line, let them play?
It feels, I mean, it's fun. Nah, I think it feels kind of Mickey Mouse.
No.
Like, it's just continue to play football. Continue to play football until, at that point it's sudden death. Not sudden death. Like, I still think that both teams should have the ability to possess the ball.
Even if they score a touchdown?
Yes.
That's only for the playoffs.
Yes. I do believe that.
I do too.
I think that you need to have the lead and then get the ball back.
Well, we talked about it pre-show when we were upstairs when we were watching the Monday Night Football game. You're telling me how much you hate the kickoffs now. And the reason I bring that up is because now with the kickoffs, you basically get the ball at the 45-yard line now.
Not quite the 45, but yeah, remember people were just kicking out the back and you got the ball at the 20-yard line.
Well, you know who can't kick it out of the back?
Cairo Santos.
Yes.
Okay.
People don't forget.
Yeah. So Cairo Santos went 4 for 4.
Okay.
2 50-plus yard field goals. He is absolved of that nonsense in week 1 as far
What do
as
you
I'm
mean?
concerned.
He basically cost us the game.
Yes, he cost us 40 seconds. At the end of the day, that's what Cairo Santos did. And it was bad. But maybe they should have known a little bit better. And you notice, actually, Torrey Taylor is doing the kickoffs now.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, so I at least saw that for the last. I think I only noticed it for the last kickoff of the game.
He had a great punt, by the way.
He did have a great punt line. But yeah, Torrey Taylor was doing the kickoffs. But anyway, neither here nor there.
As he should. You wasted, a fourth-round pick on him? He should be kicking the ball.
Anyway, what I will say is I agree at the end of the day. I don't think that the tie should be a thing. I think I saw a stat. There's been 17 ties in the last 30 years. So it's not like they're a very pervasive part of the sport.
Who do you think has the most ties? I don't have to look it up. I think I already know who it is.
I don't know who it is.
I bet you it's the Steelers.
I don't know the answer to that question.
I'm going to look it up.
But again, just for comparison, the Bears destroyed the Cowboys. And I think this Cowboys team was a different team that came out against the Bears.
Yeah.
They were playing at home. They just got embarrassed. It's the Micah Parsons homecoming. So they came out with a little bit more of an edge. But the Packers took an early 13-2 lead. It's probably the Bears just for longevity.
I was going to say, I'm wrong. Yeah, it's the Bears.
Yeah, I was going to say because they've been playing for 100 years.
By the way, we didn't wish the Bears happy 800th win.
Yeah.
They have 42 all-time ties, by the way. Okay, sorry. Continue.
So the Bears made easy work of the Cowboys and only allowed 14 points. I believe it was 14 points. And the Packers, with Micah Parsons, allowed 40 points to Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
And they should have lost. Jordan Love made another, did you see this play? I think it was overtime, where he checked it down with no timeouts in 25 seconds.
Yeah.
And then aired it out the back of the end zone. And if it doesn't hit the defender and go straight to the ground, that game's over and they lose.
Yeah.
That was like the Eberflus not calling a timeout on Thanksgiving game last year. We would be talking about that forever if they run out of time there.
So
they're lucky they just got the tie.
Well, here's my bigger takeaway though about that. Sure, they're lucky they just got the tie, but my other big takeaway there is that the Packers defense we were saying was elite.
Yeah, I thought so too.
They're playing a Cowboys offense without CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
Who's even running the ball for the Cowboys these days?
Javonte Williams.
Yeah, I mean, he had an ACL injury in Denver last year. Like, he was pick him up on free agency. No one the Bears could have had a run at him. Yeah. They didn't want. I'm just saying though,
didn't play well. He didn't play well in Denver though. George Pickens had a great game.
George Pickens did have a very good game. He's pretty good. He's a great receiver.
The Packers at the end of the day are still a really talented team. Jordan Love can look good at times, but they are a team that has proven that they can lose to anybody in this league. And they're on a bye week too, so they need to come to God and figure out what's going on here. Yeah. Otherwise,
do you remember what I said?
The Lions are going to pull away.
Do you remember what I said about week 1 about the Lions?
What?
Like after they got steamrolled by the Packers?
Yeah, which is crazy. Like,
Well, no, sometimes you just need to get the crap kicked out of you. You need and like just let you know, like, hey, like this is not okay. And since that week, we've kind of seen a divergence there where maybe the Packers thought they were better than they really were, and maybe the Lions are like, well, this isn't who we are.
Yeah, kind
of a little Ben Johnson halftime situation.
I think that this is like something that the Packers would. You say it's bad to go into a bye week and with a bad taste in your mouth. Oh. I think that if I'm Matt LaFleur, I'm just gonna, I'm actually kind of happy that like you need to sit here and think about what you've done and spend the next 2 weeks like just running through your mind. You just allowed 40 points to the Cowboys without CeeDee Lamb, and you tied them on national television. It's all anybody is talking about today on ESPN.
Yeah.
And the fact that Jordan Love almost blew it, I think at this point, I think for a team like that's well coached and has a lot of talent like the Packers, I think this could focus them. So I'd be interested. Who do the Packers play after their bye week?
So I do want to put it out there. Johnny and I did play each other in fantasy this week, and he was making fun of my decisions for starting. And I started the Packers defense with confidence.
I mean, I'm not going to criticize you for starting the Packers defense, but like that game was going to be the Cowboys were going to have to run it. Like if they're going to, they were going to have to like light it up. They were going to have to keep up with the Packers. That's what that game was going to be. The game script was going to be in the favor for this to be a high scoring game, and they just didn't respond.
I just couldn't believe it though, man. 40 points.
Sorry, man.
It's fine. So they have the bye week and they get a comeback to get a get right game against the Bengals.
Oh yeah, I mean that's going to be like maybe more than a touchdown line. I would imagine.
I don't think they have the line out this early, but
I'm picking the Packers to cover regardless of what it is. I think they will come back with a little bit more focused and an edge. Is it in Lambeau?
It's in
Lambeau. They're gonna.
Let me double check that. No, it's at Lambeau.
They can just give the Packers that. You just put a win in the Packers column for that right now. I can already tell you.
And then guess who for Week 5 matchups this week? So the Lions get to play the Cincinnati Bengals as well at Detroit.
Wow.
What do you think the spread is on that game?
Lions versus the Bengals?
Yeah. At home.
At home?
And in the Motor City.
8.5.
I think it's double digits. I bet just like 10 and 11.
They've been doing that a lot.
What?
Making these pretty like lofty spreads.
Yeah, like I bet 11.5. Wouldn't be surprised. The spread last week was against the Browns was 10.5. Just an FYI. And then the Vikings play at the Browns. I'm sorry. Technically at the Browns on the schedule. They play Cleveland, but it's in London, so another 8:30 game.
Okay.
What do you think?
The Vikings stay in Europe?
I guess, yeah.
Wow, really? I wonder if they actually stay.
That's what they had a.
That's got to be. That's what
Jacksonville did. Let me confirm.
You're right. That is what Jacksonville did.
Yeah.
No, that's not. I guess maybe the Bears played them first. That's crazy. So that could favor the Vikings, who are acclimated.
Yeah, they play again.
That's crazy. So that'll be fun. Another morning game to catch the Vikings.
Wait, so they go to Dublin and then they gotta go to London. It's kind of funny.
I mean, it's close.
But but like it's not even like you can stay in the same hotel.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, they probably have like a training camp facility like the Bears did.
Do you think they go home and see their family?
No, I think they probably stay there. I think that's probably the point of keeping them there.
One step closer.
So the Lions are a W. What do you think about the Browns and the Vikings?
One step closer to having a Europe football team. Just putting it out there.
And I mean, that feels like it's going to be an inevitability in the next 10 years. But,
100%.
So what do you think about that game, the Vikings versus the Browns in London?
I mean, the Vikings have. It's a must-win for the Vikings.
Do you think they will, though?
Yeah, I think they will. I don't think the Browns are that good of a football team.
I'd pick the Browns right now.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll say that right now. Just because I think that's a game. Like I said, the Vikings are a team without identity right now. I think that they can put some pressure on Carson Wentz,
Mm-hmm.
and I think Flacco can beat that defense. So I'd pick the Browns right now.
So right now it's this is what AI is telling me. Lions -8.5, and then Vikings -3.5.
Did I not just say 8.5? I think I said 8.5.
You did?
And then so Vikings -3.
-3.5.
I'd take the Browns money line, honestly.
So one other question for you: what do you think about Bad Bunny playing the halftime show?
Know nothing about Bad Bunny.
Dude, I couldn't name one song by Bad Bunny.
I only know this because I was listening to them talk about it on the radio. You ever see Bullet Train?
No.
It's a great movie. I think you'd like it. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's starring Brad Pitt.
Is that the one where it's like the Japan one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny's in that. I think it's kind of like a minor side role, but it's a fun little jaunt of a movie.
Did you hear that they tried to get Taylor Swift?
Yes, she was just like, you gotta pay me. And they're like, no.
I heard she wanted to keep the rights to the halftime show.
What does that mean?
Like, you know how she's got this whole thing with her. Sorry, Swifties. But do you know how she got this whole thing about how like she sold all her records, then she re-recorded all of her songs in Taylor's version, then she bought them all back.
Yeah.
She's like loves to own her own music.
Yeah, I mean I understand that.
Well, her thing is that like she doesn't want the NFL to own her halftime show. She wants to own the footage for her halftime show, and the NFL is like, nah. Like we want to be able to use that exclusively whenever we want.
That feels like some hearsay there, Kevin. I mean, yeah, but the thing is, it's just like the NFL is just like, this is great publicity, and Taylor Swift doesn't need any more of that. Like,
she's getting married.
I mean, like
she's about to drop an album.
Yeah, everybody. It is so easy for Taylor Swift to get publicity. I don't think that the halftime show would really be that big of a bump. I think it would be for Bad Bunny, but I have not listened. His songs are, I think, almost entirely in Spanish.
This is that's a good point.
Which would be interesting. That'd be interesting. I mean, I care not at all about the halftime show.
The NFL says this is about exposure for you, and Taylor Swift's like, I don't need any more exposure. Who would here? Let me ask you another question for you. Who would you want to perform at the halftime show?
Who would I want to perform?
Who would you be? I would be excited.
I just don't care. Who would I be excited to perform at the halftime show? Fall Out Boy.
I would say Blink-182.
Not even Blink-182 is terrible live. Fall Out Boy. I'd be excited if and that honestly would not be a bad act. I think Fall Out Boy is like in that time frame of like, I'm definitely in the downswing, but definitely they're pretty recognizable songs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a pipe dream. That's personally John Corcoran. I'd like to see Fall Out Boy.
I'd like to see Creed or Nickelback.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm not even. Are you kidding me? Nickelback would be amazing.
Nickelback's be amazing for the memes, I suppose.
Dude, do you know
Look at this graph?
It's a photograph, asshole.
No, you haven't seen that meme?
No, I haven't because I listen to Nickelback regularly.
Oh my god, you've never seen Look at this graph?
Dude, I'm just saying. Do you know how many hits Nickelback has?
A bunch.
Dude,
I mean,
I guarantee
Nickelback became a meme.
They can put on a 20-minute show and you'd know every single one of their songs.
Look at this graph.
Yeah. Our weekly analytics. Yeah. That's not a meme.
Look at this graph.
It's funny because it's like auto-tune and it's a graph and yeah. But yeah, no, I agree. I think I'd probably be surprised by how many Nickelback songs I know.
And I think you would love it, man. I think you would love it.
Sure. Creed, I'm not sure I'd get behind that. But
they did the halftime show for the Thanksgiving Day parade or the Thanksgiving Day game like 15 years ago, and it was absolutely epic.
Can you take? I think I've seen memes on that.
That's what I'm saying.
Can you take me higher,
dude? I'm just saying.
All right,
it would be great.
So I don't care at all about the halftime show. Whenever people are like saying they're excited for the Super Bowl, like, I don't really like the game. I'm just really excited for the commercials. First of all, like, whatever. Like, go somewhere else. Go watch the commercials in your basement and tweet about them. Like, whatever. The commercials have not been good in 20 years.
Yeah.
And watching a live performance on TV is just not exciting. Like, it's just not. Like,
the Kendrick show is pretty good.
I actually did not see any of the Kendrick. I think I worked last Super Bowl, and it was a terrible Super Bowl.
I enjoyed it post watching it. Like, once you saw
it becomes very culturally relevant.
Yeah, when
people talking about
all the hidden meanings and stuff like that. Like, at the time I was like, what is going on? And then some people who are a lot smarter than me are like, oh, this is what this meant. Oh, this is what this meant.
I think it will kind of be refreshing for the halftime. What I will say, the halftime show to be someone who I don't know anything about and will be kind of be going in blind. I think that could be kind of interesting.
Let me do one other thing before we wrap this up. So I'm going to look it up really quick. And then we can go from there. I am on.
You want to tell us what you're looking
Yeah, I'm on the Spotify right now.
Mm-hmm.
How many monthly listeners do you think Bad Bunny has?
The thing is about international artists is you'd be really shocked.
Yeah.
So
monthly listeners.
400 million.
That's a good guess. 77.3 million.
It's not a good guess. Okay, it's way lower than I thought. 70. What does Taylor Swift get? What kind of numbers does Taylor
Well, I was
Swift
going to play his song.
Don't play a song. Tell me. No, give me a
Well, I'm
comparison.
going to play 6-7.
I don't have any concept for what these numbers are. Is it 6-7? 6-7.
This is his number one song. And then I'll look up Taylor Swift. I just want you to get pumped.
Do you know him? Should I be pumped?
No idea. Tay gets 86.7.
Really? That's it? On Spotify? Only 86. Okay,
86.99.
I was way off. So he's on the level of Taylor Swift. I will say I'm kind of down for like songs in different languages. Like I kind of like the K-pop thing. You ever hear Despacito? Like, you know, but you ever hear like the version that wasn't bastardized by Justin Bieber? It's just the Spanish version by
yeah. It's in like Fast 8 or 9 or 10.
It's what?
It's in one of the Fast Furious movies.
But like just the actual like it's all Spanish.
Yeah.
It's great. It's like I like it a lot. It's much better than Justin Bieber versions.
I got my son a Happy Meal for the first time in his life. It wasn't my decision. My wife wanted to do it post marathon. I was like, you do whatever you want, girl. But the toy that he got was a K-pop toy.
Was it K-pop Demon Hunters?
Yeah.
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 I like it. It's a good movie.
If you were to say the Demon Hunters, the names, I could tell you which one it was.
Yuri.
Nope.
Zoe.
Nope.
Mira.
No.
No, I'm wrong. Oh God. Which one was it? Can you tell me?
I gotta look it up.
Zoe was my favorite. Yumi? Rumi.
Maybe that's what it was.
Rumi, and then what's the other one? Mira, maybe?
I'm not seeing it. Rumi, Mira,
and Zoe. Got it. All right.
Okay. Great way to end it.
All right. If you're still watching, you're a real one.
Real one.
For real today. What are your predictions? So Packers and the Bears got a bye week. What are your predictions for the Vikings and the Lions? I think the Lions are an easy dub, but the Lions got to lose sometime. Stranger things have happened. I guess you're right.
No,
they only lost 2 games last year. What do you think about the Vikings in London? Drop your comments below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps us out. We've been stuck in this 121 for a little bit. So please, if you're new here, we really appreciate you for watching, especially this long. So please comment, like, subscribe. Peace.
How long are our episodes?
This one was actually a bit longer than I think the first one.
No way.